You know that feeling when a camera launch starts trending everywhere and you can tell something huge is coming? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now with Canon. The upcoming Canon EOS R4 is already making photographers and videographers hold their breath. And if the rumors are true, this might be one of the biggest jumps we've ever seen in Canon's mirrorless lineup. You're watching Tap Tech, and today we're diving deep into everything we know and what you need to know before this camera drops. Trust me. By the end, you'll understand why people are calling it Canon's next masterpiece. Let's start with this. Canon seems ready to shake up the full-frame camera market again. The EOS R4 is expected to fill that perfect space between the EOS R3 and the R5 Mark II. Think about that for a second. The power of a sports camera, the flexibility of a hybrid, and the image quality that makes professionals drool. That's what Canon appears to be building here. Now, one of the biggest rumors creating buzz online is about the new sensor. We're talking about a brand new stacked full-frame CMOS sensor, reportedly around 45 to 50 megapixels. If that turns out to be true, this could be one of the most balanced sensors Canon has ever made, giving you resolution, speed, and dynamic range all at once. And unlike older sensors, this new design will supposedly have global shutter-level readout speeds, which means zero rolling shutter, even in fast-moving scenes. That's a huge deal. Because when you shoot high-speed action or sports, those subtle distortions can ruin your shot. If Canon nails this, the EOS R4 could set a new standard for mirrorless performance. Another area where Canon seems to be going all in is video. Creators are expecting the EOS R4 to record 8K 60 frames per second internally and 4K 120 frames with no crop. Let that sink in. Those are cinema-level specs, in a camera body that's smaller than most DSLRs used just a few years ago. Canon is also rumored to include 10-bit 4.22 log3, full-size HDMI, and maybe even internal RAW recording without overheating, something the community has been begging for. Now, if you've used Canon before, you know they've always been careful about heat management. The R5 was powerful but ran hot. The R3 handled it better. For the R4, leaks suggest Canon redesigned the cooling structure with a new magnesium alloy shell and internal vapor chamber. That means you'll be able to shoot longer takes in 8K or 4K without worrying about forced shutdowns. But what's really going to make people talk is the new Digi-C X2 processor. That's right, the next generation of Canon's image processor. Faster, smarter, and built for AI-driven autofocus. And autofocus is exactly where Canon plans to show off. We're hearing that the EOS R4 will feature an upgraded dual-pixel AF3 system powered by deep learning algorithms. This isn't just faster tracking. This is intelligent recognition. It can detect faces, eyes, animals, vehicles, even planes with a precision that feels almost human. Imagine shooting a wedding, a wildlife scene, or a sports event, and your camera instantly locks on to the subject every single time. No hunting, no hesitation, no guesswork. That's the level Canon is rumored to be bringing with the R4. Another major upgrade could be the in-body image stabilization. Early reports suggest up to 9 stops of shake reduction. That's borderline magic for handheld shooters. Combine that with Canon's lenses that already have optical IS, and you're getting rock-solid footage even when you're walking or shooting handheld in low light. Speaking of low light, Canon might finally push the ISO boundaries here. The sensor design could allow native ISO from 100 to 120 400, expandable to 240-800. That's insane sensitivity. And if Canon can control the noise properly, this will make the R4 a true low-light beast. Now let's talk design, because this camera might also get a new body style. According to leaks, Canon is blending the ergonomic comfort of the R3 with the compact practicality of the R5. So, you might see a slightly larger grip, dual CFX Press Type B slots, and an articulating touchscreen that supports full touch menu control. The viewfinder is rumored to be a 9.44 million dot EVF with a 120 Hz refresh rate, which means everything you see through the finder will look crystal clear and buttery smooth. Battery life also seems to be a big improvement. The R4 is expected to use the LPE19 battery, the same one used in Canon's flagship R3. That alone tells us Canon wants this to be a serious workhorse for professionals who shoot all day. But here's something even more exciting. Canon might introduce a new AI assist mode, which helps photographers and filmmakers adapt quickly to changing scenes. Let's say you're shooting an interview and then switch to a moving subject. The camera could automatically adjust tracking sensitivity, exposure, and color balance without manual tweaks. That's the future of smart shooting, and Canon seems ready to lead that trend. There's also talk of enhanced connectivity. Expect Wi-Fi 6E, Bluetooth 5.3, and direct cloud backup through Canon's Image.Canon platform. Some sources even claim we could see 5G connectivity through an optional grip attachment, something professionals who live stream or send files from the field will absolutely love. And yes, the design aesthetics. Early prototypes show a clean, modern Canon look with subtle red accents and a slightly refined top plate layout. It's sleek, confident, and instantly recognizable. The R-series cameras always looked premium, but this one seems ready to rival Sony's and Nikon's most advanced bodies in both looks and feel. So when is it coming? Industry insiders expect an official announcement in mid-2025, possibly around August or September, with shipping before the holiday season. Pricing could land around $4,000 to $4,500 USD, putting it right between the R5 Mark II and R3. That's expensive. But remember, this is a professional-grade hybrid meant to last years, not a casual upgrade, and that's exactly why the EOS R4 is generating so much attention. It's not just another camera. It's a statement from Canon saying, "We're back on top." Every major brand, Sony, Nikon, Panasonic, has released their next-gen mirrorless powerhouse. Now, Canon is ready to strike back with a camera that bridges the gap between pure photography and high-end filmmaking. Think about what that means for creators. You'll be able to film cinematic 8K content, shoot 50-megapixel stills, and track fast subjects, all with one camera that doesn't slow you down. That's why people are calling it the do-everything Canon. What's more, Canon's lens ecosystem is growing faster than ever. The RF mount now has over 40 native lenses, and new L-series glass is expected to launch alongside the R4. That includes a RF 35mm f1.2L, an 85mm f1.4L, and maybe even a 200 to 500mm zoom. So the R4 won't just be powerful, it'll be supported by some of the sharpest lenses Canon has ever made. But here's the thing. Every time Canon launches a major camera, there's that one moment when people realize it's more than specs. It's about experience. It's how the camera feels in your hand, how fast it reacts, how it inspires you to shoot more. The EOS R4 looks like it's built to do exactly that, and that's why you don't want to skip this one. Whether you're a filmmaker, a wedding photographer, or a content creator who needs both worlds, this might be the tool that changes how you work. The level of refinement Canon is aiming for is beyond what we've seen before. So yeah, the Canon EOS R4 is shaping up to be a beast, a mirrorless camera that blends speed, intelligence, and cinematic performance into one single body. It's the kind of product that reminds us why Canon still matters in 2025. If you're as excited as I am, hit that like button and tell me in the comments what feature you think will surprise us most when the R4 finally drops. Could it be that global shutter, the 8K performance, or something Canon hasn't revealed yet? This is Tap Tech, where we bring you the latest in premium tech before it hits the shelves. Stay tuned, because the next few months are going to be wild for camera lovers. Thanks for watching, and if you love gear that pushes limits, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Because if the R4 is this impressive, just imagine what Canon's planning after it.